Welcome to part 2 of Tech Talk. We'll be going over some of the security devices that we'll be installing inside your home. So let's start off with our door contacts. There's usually two styles of door contacts. We prefer to use like a recessed one that would typically be mounted up into the frame of the door and then down into the door itself so that you never see any of the contacts. It doesn't cosmetically change the look of your home. So this is a typical one. There's different sizes to accommodate different doors, but that's what one of the contacts looks like. There also is surface mount door contacts. You know, maybe we'll use these in cabins or something like that, or doors that aren't perfectly fit together. So this is kind of what a surface one looks like. It gets mounted on the frame and then the door itself. Then we kind of move into our motion sensors. This is a typical motion sensor. There's some smaller ones too. It just depends on the application on which ones we use. But this does have 80 pounds of pet immunity. So if you do have a cat or a smaller dog running around your house, they may necessarily not set the system off. So the technology has gotten a lot better in the motion sensors. We also use glass break sensors. A lot of people think that a glass break sensor gets mounted on each window. They do make those, but we typically use one that covers about 25 feet. So this actually hears the sound of the glass breaking, and that's what sets the system off. So this is a typical one. We also have smoke detection that we put in people's property quite a bit. You know, a lot of people already have smoke detectors in your house, but that's to like save your life. That's to get you up out of bed and out of the house if there is smoke or fire in your house. These ones are actually attached to the security system so that in the event that there is smoke in your house, somebody would call you and notify you that there is you know, something going on in your house. These also have a rapid heat raise, so if the temperature does jump really fast in your house, this will also set the system off and somebody will notify you. Since we live in the Lake Country, and we do a lot of water sensors also. So typically these would go in a crawl space or in a utility room or say by a washer and dryer. So this is a typical water sensor. This one you mount on the wall and then you take you know, a line down to the area that you want to protect against getting wet. So that's a typical water sensor. And then this is a siren. Looks a little small, but they're very powerful, very loud. So in case that something does happen, you know, hopefully this would scare the person out of your house and get them to leave as soon as possible. So this is what a typical siren looks like. A couple other important devices that we see homeowners using around the lakes area and whatnot is a temperature sensor. Very important for seasonal customers that are at their property for say 6 months out of the year, then they're at another property the other 6 months. The temperature sensor has a high and low setting. So in case that the temperature in your home drops below say 45 degrees, our monitoring company is going to notify them that that temperature has dropped. Okay? And along with all these other devices, if they do get set off, the monitoring company would go to their call-out list and call them or whoever they have on that list, and they would go right down the list until they got a hold of somebody and contacted them, let them know that something happened. One other key device is a wireless key, and this allows you to arm and disarm your system remotely. So before you come into the house, you can actually disarm your system. So you don't have to go over to the keypad each time to disarm or arm your system. So the Keychain is a really nice little feature that comes with our system. And these are the majority of the devices that we'd be installing in your home. And you know, it's limitless as far as how many you can put in each system. So depending on the size of home, we would custom build that to accommodate your property. For further information on the ARVIG security system, you can contact us at 888-99-ARVIG or look us up at arvig.com. Our basic system starts at $199.